and welcome to Sktv'S News. You're watching Afternoon English News with Himabdi Khumbantabam. First headlines. COCOMI's 48-hour general strike against directive to remove Manipur from MST bus at Gwaltabi brings normal life across state to standstill. One-day pen-down strike launched by journalists over MST bus incident at Gwaltabi concludes will continue to boycott all government-related news. Inquiry committee constituted to probe MST bus incident at Gwaltabi instructs to submit inquiry report within 15 days. And Meitei Tribe Union urges Centre to identify foreign nations, repatriate illegal immigrants belonging to Kuki-Zo community. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Normal life in Imphal Valley came to a grinding halt today due to the 48-hour general strike called by Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, in protest against a recent incident in which personnel of Mahar Regiment instructed a media team who were en route to cover Shiroi Festival in Ukhrul district to cover the word Manipur, which was displayed on the bus they were travelling in. Notably, COCOMI has also been demanding a formal apology from Manipur Governor besides calling for resignation of Security Advisor, Chief Secretary and DGP, stating that they were accountable for the incident. In response to the general strike, major markets and all kinds of business establishment, including Khairamban Kaithil, Pauna Kaithil and Thangal Kaithil, remained shut in Imphal city and nearby areas. Educational institutions and government offices were also closed. Besides, the streets wore a deserted look, with most transportation staying off the road. Band supporters were seen blocking roads by burning tires and other materials. However, essential services and religious affairs were exempted. There were no reports of untoward incident so far.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯡ ꯅꯤꯅꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯁꯤꯔꯣꯏ ꯂꯤꯂꯤꯒꯤ ꯐꯦꯁꯇꯤꯚꯦꯜꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯎꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯦꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯅ ꯇꯣꯡꯅꯅꯕ ꯕꯁꯇ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯗꯒꯤ ꯈꯣꯏꯁꯥꯎꯅꯔꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯄ ꯏꯍꯧꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯖꯒꯥ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯀꯔꯝꯕ ꯑꯦꯖꯦꯟꯗꯥꯅꯣ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯒꯣꯚꯔꯟꯃꯦꯟꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯈꯪꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯕꯟꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯠꯄꯗ ꯁꯤꯔꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯂꯧꯕ ꯆꯠꯄꯗ ꯆꯪꯍꯟꯗꯗꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯂꯧꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯄꯤꯌꯥ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯉꯥꯛꯄꯤ ꯁꯦꯟꯕꯤꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯒ ꯃꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯎꯅ ꯑꯣꯟꯁꯤꯟꯗꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯕꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯊꯤꯡꯖꯕꯅꯦꯕ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯊꯤꯡꯉꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯊꯥꯕ ꯌꯥꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯤꯡꯒꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯩꯇꯩ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯑꯁꯨꯛ ꯂꯨꯔꯕ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯥ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯐꯝꯗꯅ ꯇꯥꯗꯅ ꯍꯤꯞꯇꯅ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯀꯥꯟꯅꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯁꯔꯨꯛ ꯌꯥꯔꯁꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯇꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯀꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯄ ꯃꯨꯠꯊꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡ ꯆꯥꯗꯕ ꯃꯊꯧ ꯃꯅꯨꯡ ꯈꯪꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯅꯤꯡꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯛꯑꯒ ꯁꯤ ꯂꯝꯕꯤ ꯊꯠꯂꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯂꯝꯗꯝꯁꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯂꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯛꯇꯛꯇꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯂꯩ ꯑꯁꯨꯛ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯛꯈꯪꯅꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯕ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯊꯥꯔꯒ ꯆꯠꯄ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯤꯕ ꯁꯤꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯒ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄꯅꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯒ ꯆꯞ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯩꯕ.
In response to the controversial actions taken by Mahar Regiment against media personnel at Gwaltabi on May 20, women across the state staged a protest today by pasting signs bearing the words Manipur Kangleipag on vehicles belonging to Central Security Forces. This action is part of the 48-hour general strike called by the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, which began at midnight today in protest against the controversial incident. Protesters pasted the Manipur Kangleipag signs on every Central Security Force vehicle they encountered. Notably, the security forces did not interfere with the protest and allowed the demonstrators to continue their activities peacefully. It may be mentioned that people of the state are infuriated when Mahar regiment posted at Gualtabi ordered the media persons to remove the word Manipur from the state-sponsored MST bus. The 48-hour general strike imposed by Kokumi has also affected Jirbam district. Various institutions and establishments, including district headquarters, markets, shops, school and other remained closed. People of the district also supported the general strike by blocking roads, including Imphal-Jirbam National Highway. There has been no report of any untoward incident till now, and security forces are also patrolling to prevent any untoward incident. Speaking to media, President of Women Association for Socio-Economic and Development, Jirbam District Council, N. Nirvani, asserted that the Gualtabi incident, where Mahar regiment ordered the removal of the word Manipur from a state-owned vehicle carrying media personnel, was an act aimed at undermining the integrity and identity of the state. She also said that Security Advisor, DGP and Chief Secretary of the state should bear responsibility of the incident and resign on moral ground. She further questioned the government, asking, if the word Manipur cannot be used within Manipur itself, then what word should be used?
The media person gi gari sing da Manipur thaba number sat pa sang ba yaroi haina central gi security sing na athing ba pirakhiba adugi mathakta aikoi Jirbam lamdam dagi su koina yamna thamoi chona koi condemn tawri aduna athoba matamda security advisor DGP aduga chief secretary resign tawgadabani masana khangna aduga governor su la le haina miyamda hajagadabani pung nipu nipan gi manung sida.
One-day pen-down strike launched by state journalist fraternity against Gualtabi incident over directive to remove Manipur from Manipur state transport bus carrying media team to cover Shiroi festival has concluded. However, all government-related news will be boycotted. It may be mentioned that the pen-down strike by media personnel was triggered by MST bus incident at Gualtabi checkpoint, where personnel of Mahar regiment on May 20 obstructed the media team and directed to remove Manipur displayed on the bus before they could proceed with their journey. The move has sparked outrage among the press community, who viewed it as an infringement on press freedom and regional identity. The resolution was passed during an emergency meeting held by All Manipur Working Journalists Union (AMJU) and Editors Guild Manipur (AGM) regarding the matter at Manipur Press Club yesterday. Various media personnel who attended the meeting submitted a memorandum to the governor outlining 8 key demands and urging prompt action against the personnel or officials involved in the incident. Representatives of AMJU and EGM also met with the governor on the evening of the same day. In response, the governor ordered formation of an inquiry committee and directed it to submit a detailed report on the incident within 15 days. Following the meeting, both the media organizations resolved to resume their regular duties, but decided to boycott all government-related and state security force-related news until the inquiry committee submits its detailed report. Additionally, AMJU and EGM agreed to demand a relocation of security personnel currently stationed at Gualtabi checkpoint. An inquiry committee comprising 2 officials was formed yesterday under the directive of Chief Secretary Prashant Kumar Singh and under the aegis of the governor to investigate the incident at the Gualtabi checkpoint. The Chief Secretary also directed the committee to submit a detailed report about the incident within 15 days. The committee comprises of Manipur Government's Commissioner, Home and Ashok and IT Secretary T.H. Kiran Kumar. Meitei Tribe Union (MMTU) has urged the central government to take up measures for identification and deportation of illegal Kuki-Zo individuals to their country. In a press release signed by its organization secretary Takhilambam Parijat, MMTU asked the Ministry of Home Affairs to carry the task within the ambit of its initiative to identify foreign nationals staying in the country in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack, highlighting that Myanmar-based militants such as KNAB, PDF and CDF have illegally crossed into Manipur and waged war against India, thereby killing over 260 people in Manipur. The CSO decried over the central government's failure to respond to it. It further claimed that there are over 2,500 villages in the state which are inhabited by Kuki-Zup people who illegally entered into the state. Indian Journalists Union IJU has strongly condemned obstruction of journalists by security personnel of 4 Maha Regiment, who prevented a team of media professionals from covering Shiroi Lily Festival in Ukhrul district on May 20. The journalists travelling on Manipur State Transport MST bus, arranged by Directorate of Information and Public Relations DIPR, were stopped at Gwaltabi checkpoint in Imphal East district. According to reports, security forces instructed the team to cover or remove the words Manipur State Transport displayed on the vehicle. In protest against an unacceptable infringement on press freedom and state identity, the journalists returned to Imphal, abandoning their assignment. Describing the incident as a direct assault on the freedom of the press, IJU President and former Press Council of India member Gitartha Pathak termed the incident as a blatant attempt to muzzle media and dangerous precedent that questions sovereignty of Manipur within India. IJU Secretary General and Vice President of International Federation of Journalists IFJ Sabina Inderjit also expressed grave concern, calling it part of a larger pattern of intimidation and harassment faced by journalists in conflict-sensitive regions like Manipur. The IJU extended its solidarity to all Manipur Working Journalists Union (AMJU), Editors Guild of Manipur (EGM), Ukhrul District Working Journalists Association (UDWJA), and Member of Parliament Angomcha Bimolakoijam, who have all condemned the incident. While welcoming Manipur government's announcement on May 21 to set up an inquiry committee, the IJU called for a transparent and time-bound probe. The union urged both the state and central governments to take immediate steps to ensure safety, security and independence of journalists working in the region. Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee DMCC has called on the Prime Minister, Home Minister and Defence Minister to explain why the Central Security Forces ordered the removal of Manipur signage from a Manipur State Transport bus carrying media personnel. They alleged that the incident is part of Centre's efforts to erase Manipur's identity while demanding the leaders to issue a public apology for these actions. The statement was made during a press conference held by DMCC, MSAD, Mayon and Unicas jointly at Press Club of India, Delhi yesterday. During the press conference, convener of DMCC, Dr. Seram Rojesh, asserted that the act is not merely an administrative directive, but a deliberate assault on Manipur's identity, sovereignty and existence within India. He alleged that the removal of Manipur nomenclature under the guise of security concerns, despite prior assurances of safety, exposes a deep-rooted conspiracy to erase Manipur's cultural and political identity. Dr. Rajesh further maintained, according to credible reports, including a statement made by Security Advisor to Manipur, the decision to remove Manipur signage from MST buses was taken at a meeting chaired by the governor. He added if the report is true, that it confirms the institutional nature of this assault on Manipur's identity. Furthermore, Dr. Rajesh also said the Indian security forces, who are meant to protect the citizens, should not aim to dismantle the existence of Manipur. People attending the press conference also asserted that journalists are unsafe in their own land as the incident is a direct challenge to journalism, which is considered as a fourth pillar of democracy. They further said that the government of India has a moral, legal and obligation to protect the integrity of Manipur and the rights of its people. Furthermore, the organizations added that any attempt to balkanize Manipur or forcibly remove its name and identity from its own land constitutes an act of aggression and a provocation that threatens peace and incites violence against the people of Manipur. They also made some demands, including withdrawal of security forces if they cannot protect Manipur's identity, cessation of Indian state-sponsored violence via Kuki militants, Assurance of free movement for media and citizens in Manipur. Stop supporting and protecting Kuki militants under the name of SU.
The armed forces who are deployed to protect our civilians, protect our brothers and sisters who are traveling to the Shiroi festivals, but they have stopped the media getting the bus that is also a government bus, Manipur state government bus, and that is invited by the government itself and the director of this tourism. Since then, they have asked to remove the name of Manipur. Here is a very serious matter. In our state itself, if we are asked to remove the name of a state, that means you are asking the name of our nation, India, to be removed. That's it, what I want to highlight to the nation. And today you are claiming to say that you have to remove the name of a Manipur in a Manipur state bus. Then if I say that Sare Jaacha Hindustan Hamara, then if I can travel from Kashmir to Kanyakumari freely, then why not in Manipur since last 2 years? That is the question as responsible citizen of India. I am asking to the government as well as all the political parties of our countries. It is not only for the present ruling government, it is also responsible for opposition parties of our country to look into the matter of our this small state Manipur.
Now, before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Heritage Convent. Congratulations to the stars of Heritage in HSLC exam 2025. Mga Layma Wayanbam, Ananya Gracia Moirangthim, Aribam Diksha Sharma, Aribam Liana Sharma, Ningthojam Arjun Singh, Moirangthim Lintoy, Rakesh Laishram, Thonaujam Yohenba, Anchal Ningthozam, Brenita Chirong, Chongtham Fulo Singh, Mukabbir Laskar, Thokchom Talent Singh, Athokpam Bhumika Devi, Josie Laimayum, El Tomtin Nganvi Chanu, Parker Yung Khaibam, Ronica Angom, Selvas Chongtham. Heritage Convent wishes you a bright future. Congratulations to the teachers and all the students. We also wish to thank all the parents and guardians for having faith in us. Heritage Convent. Admission open for Standard 11 Science 2025-26. Top scorers of Heritage Convent who scored CGPA 9 and above will receive scholarship worth Rs 50,000 to 2 lakhs along with free admission, tuition fee, practical fee and notebooks. Heritage students scoring CGPA 8.5 and above will enjoy free ships according to their grades. Flat Rs 6,000 only on admission fee for Heritage students scoring below 8.5 exclusively. Other school students scoring 8.5 and above also enjoys free ship and major fee waivers according to their grades. Elective subjects available are physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, computer science, Hangta, home science. Admission can be done at School Office Campus 1 Uripok, Imphal on all working days between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Admission open for 2025-26 session at National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, Nelit, Imphal, Akampat. University courses, MTech CSE in AI, MCA, MSc IT, MSc Bioinformatics, BCA, BSc Computer Science, PGDCA, O-Level IT and CHMT, Diploma in Computer Science and Engineering, DCSE, Diploma in Electronics and Communication Engineering, DECE. Free course fee for SC/ST students. Last date to apply is 20 May 2025. For further details, please contact 8132062261. Register now.
Competitive Success Academy Uripok Khusnam Laikai Kangsup Road 2025-26 session gi class 11 science ki admission form thaba hujare class 10 da mark wangna phanglaklaba mahiroi singi damak ahenba khudong chaba pizari 10 CGPA phanglaklaba mahiroi singi damak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, free transportation, NEET G course 2 years ki khudong chaba loinana textbook grant plus uniform mess fee lemna khudong chaba pizari 9.5 and above CGPA phanglaklaba mahiroi singi damak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, free transportation, textbook grant plus uniform, loina NEET G course sahi anigi lemna khudong chaba pizari 9 and above phanglaklaba mahiroi singi damak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, loina free textbook grant NEET G course sahi anigi khudong chaba pizari 8.5 and above phanglaklaba mahiroi singi damak free admission, free installment, free coaching, hostel, free textbook grant plus NEET G course sahi amagi khudong chaba pizari 7.9 and above fanglaba mahiroi singidama free admission plus textbook grant lemna khudong chaba pizari 7.37 and above fanglaba mahiroi singidama admission tawbada 50% discount leizari loina na leibaki irang namaram oraga hana lakpa mahiroi chamagi admission fee lawjaroi pizari ba khudong chaba sing panupi gi tongan ba hostel gi khudong chaba leizari school bus amadi van service ki khudong chaba su leizari ngasi fawda higher secondary examination da 2021 dagi ngasi fawba 100% pass tawduna lakli loina na handaki 2025 ke higher secondary examination da sayali sinam amadi irom asad devina 18 position amadi 20 position fanglaktuna academy sigi mai purakli aikhogi office timing 9 am to 3:30 pm Sunday 10 am to 2 pm.
You're watching SKTV Afternoon English News. More news and update. MPCC spokesperson Dr. Rabi Khan has strongly reacted to the recent incident in which a team of journalists en route to cover 5th state-level Shiroi Festival in Ukhrul district was forced to return from Gwaltabi checkpoint for displaying the word Manipur on the bus they were travelling. The MPP spokesperson maintained that government and people of Manipur must take the matter seriously, while criticizing that the central government's inability to curb acts of terrorism in the state has hindered efforts to restore peace and normalcy till date. He further said that central government should respond to the crisis in the state with the same urgency and attention it showed following the Pahalgam terror attack.
Manipur state transport thaba Manipur thaba poto Manipur ki mafam amada Ukhrul ki Shiroi Lili yawa chatkadaba coverage tawba chatkadaba media ki personnel sing Manipur haibu wahaidu muthaknu lawthoku haiba haipasi aikoi yam laibu thibani Manipur ki ming sinadari karan sinagari aina haijening base aikoi ki honorable prime minister honorable home minister india ki yam thongna laibasinga mapa laibak taki lalhobasina akraman tawpa india da handakta Jammu Kashmir da Pahalgam da terrorist attack tawpadadi thongna fana thengai adubu magi state oiba Manipur manungda thoiba soba hingsa gi thongdoksing da tuminna leisinba se what is the role of the prime minister what is your idea hidden agenda of the honorable home minister we want to ask you please try to bring peace in the state of Manipur.
Meanwhile, Tangkul Nagalong TNL has categorically stated that any attempt in whatever forms to obstruct free movement of passengers or tourists bound for Ukhrul en route Shiroi along National Highway 202 during the festive occasion would be viewed as brazen acts of animosity. A notice issued by TKL further said that no justification whatsoever on any ground is acceptable to create such uncalled for obstruction for general public to witness and enjoy Shiroi Lili festival. It further sought cooperation of one and all in upholding the spirit of camaraderie that should be the hallmark of existence. Proscribed Kanglei Yawul Kannalup KYKL and its unit Miyamgi Yawul Lanmi MYL have expressed condolences over the death of one of their members, Private Moirangthim Nanao alias Ngamba, aged 35. He was killed on May 19 at around 11 p.m. during a gunfight between Manipur's revolutionary groups and Indian armed forces, along with their proxy, KNFB. In a press release, KYKL stated that Moirangthim Nanao hailed from Tuibong in Churachandpur district. He joined the outfit in November 2024 and underwent military training as part of the second batch 2025 training camp. The outfit further highlighted that Moirangthim Nanao began his service on May this year as part of MYL, and they also commended him for his duty-bound nature and his good character. KYKL maintained that his sacrifice will inspire revolutionaries in fighting for the motherland. They further paid tribute to Moirangthim Nanao and also extended condolence to the bereaved family. Proscribed People's Revolutionary Party of Kangleipak, PREPAK, and its armed wing Red Army have extended condolences on the death of Private Moirangthim Nanao, also known as Ngamba, a cadre of band Kanglei Yawul Kannalup KYKL. The 35-year-old cadre lost his life during a gunfight with Indian security forces and KNAB along Indo-Myanmar border on May 19. In a press statement issued by Publicity Officer of Pre-Park's Department of Publicity and Propaganda, Mangal Kuman, the outfit lauded the courage and sacrifice of Nanao for the motherland. It also expressed solidarity with KYKL and MYL and Nanao's bereaved family. The statement went further to allege that the incident at Gwaltabi is a clear indication that the time for centre's efforts to undermine Manipur is nearing. It called on to the people of the state to unite and take collective stand against attempts by the central government to undermine Manipur's existence. The outfit urged the public to remain vigilant and stand together in the face of growing challenges. Now, before we wrap up for this afternoon, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Kokumi's 48-hour general strike against directive to remove Manipur from MST bus at Gwaltabi brings normal life across the state to a standstill. One-day pen-down strike launched by journalists over MST bus incident at Gwaltabi concludes. Will continue to boycott all government-related news. Inquiry committee constituted to probe MST bus incident at Gwaltabi instructs to submit inquiry report within 15 days. And Meitei Tribe Union urges Centre to identify foreign nations, repatriate illegal immigrants belonging to Kuki-Zo community. Now that's all we have for today's afternoon English news. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good day.